more analysis on this story, Sean Michael Cox joins me here in the studio. He is the Director of International Academic Affairs at the Bahcesehir University here in Istanbul. Sean, thank you very much for coming. Now, this is somewhat of a hometown battle for 3 of the 5 candidates. What's at stake?
What's at stake is the front runners building their lead and maintaining momentum in the overall race. Both Clinton and Trump over the past couple of weeks have lost space to challengers in Midwest primaries, but now in their home state, if they can do well, they'll pick up that momentum that they lost.
Just talked about the Midwest. We're seeing the calendar of these primaries and caucuses shift from the South and the Midwest of the country to the East, to the Northeast. Is this going to play an advantage to any one particular candidate?
It will be more advantageous for the frontrunner, for both Clinton and for Trump.
Okay, can we say that if Hillary Clinton wins in New York, it would be the end for the Sanders campaign?
If Clinton performs as strongly as expected, it would seem to signal the end of Sanders' campaign, and Clinton would look to shift her campaign from primary mode to general election mode, looking at her potential Republican opponents.
And that's sort of like a campaign mode that Donald Trump has been sort of following up until now. And there's a chance that by getting the way that it's structured in the state of New York is that he can get about 50% of the votes, but still pick up most, if not all, of the delegates in New York.
It is a winner-take-most state, so yes, he could come in with just a bare majority and still collect most of the 95 delegates that are available.
Let's talk about the superdelegates, because this is, even though the delegates actually not it's a fairly close race on the Democratic side, but the superdelegates it's a wide race, it's a wide open race in favor of Hillary Clinton. Could they change their minds at the national convention?
They have committed to a particular candidate, but until they actually make their vote, it doesn't really count. This is Sanders' campaign strategy, is if he can show that he can get close to Clinton in terms of regular delegates, then the superdelegates will have to rethink their position in supporting Clinton.
But then Clinton's position is that I have way more many votes in total.
Yes, that's true. But if you look, for example, at the previous Washington primary, 70% of the voters voted for Sanders, but the superdelegates committed to Clinton there. So that would challenge the Washington superdelegates to maintain their Clinton support.
All right. Sean Michael Cox, we thank you for that analysis on this important primary in New York.